In November 2017, we moved to the beautiful Ynys Môn, the island of Anglesey in northwest Wales, to begin the adventure of developing a 12-acre smallholding and planting a church, all while learning to be parents for the first time. Moving to a tiny rural village called Paradwys, which is Welsh for paradise, our pioneering journey has seen us venture way out of our comfort zone, trying new things, succeeding at some and facing challenges in others. This is our way to share our journey, encourage you with yours, and of course share plenty of inspiring scenery and cute shots of animals and our young family. We are the Radbourne family, and this is Paradwys Diaries. Welcome to Paradwys Diaries, in our second episode looking back at what we've done so far on this film series exploring land and family and church planting and all that is involved with our journey here at Paradwys. So last week we looked back over kind of the May through to sort of September time, end of August, so that's summer. When everything was green and luscious and growing, and the sun was out. The sun and all of that.
It was beautiful.
Oh man. And now we're going to go more into the late summer, early autumn, into winter, looking at our produce and all that sort of stuff. And there's some really cracking episodes that we're going to watch and reflect on and plot a course into next year as well. So should we get into it?
Let's do it.
Right, first up is looking at a section where we really focused on our produce and the stuff coming from our land. So here we go, this one's now much lighter. And here is a jar that we are already made most of our way through. So welcome to Paradwys Diaries, where today it's quite sad. We're saying goodbye to these two. Be heading off soon. We need to tag their ears. Alright, today's the day. The pigs are going, but we now need to just try and get them into this trailer. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Lots of lovely bedding in there now. Oh, that's a big one. Look at that. A very good haul of onions this year. Go on, what are they, Caleb?
Carrots.
Wonderful harvest, Caleb. Apple picking time. Okay, my dad working on it as well, climbing up the trees. Who says he's an old man, eh? Barry has cleaned us out. Here's a selection of what we've got. This is fun, isn't it, Rach?
The trotters are freaking me out a bit. You've broken my table.
A fully Paradwys meal. And here we go. That was very tasty.
Yummy. But okay, my bed might crumble with those.
It's funny, isn't it? Just the seasons and how like everything is so wet and empty and barren. Like there's nothing in the ground really. There's all the potential, but it's amazing looking back and seeing everything the land produced, all the honey and the berries and the veg and just phenomenal really. And winter just is like it's nothing, but the potential's there.
Yeah, I love the fact that it all comes in that transition period as well, between like summer and autumn. So like we're in that difficult sort of grey wet time now, but like the honey was great.
So good.
So good. So we've enjoyed that. Caleb's gone through many phases of wanting porridge every morning just so he can have a massive spoon of honey in it. And saying goodbye to the pigs.
Yeah.
It was like a strange one, that. It was kind of we really missed them.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, that was their purpose. That was what they were going for. And actually, so on Christmas Day, we had a ham from the pigs. That was just brilliant, and knowing that it was locally grown, like high welfare, and the flavour was just unbelievable.
I
wasn't
was
it?
surprised actually. I thought I'd find it really difficult to eat them, and I did the first few meals, but now I think I actually enjoy it so much more. It's
just so much more. Like I'm toying with the idea of really limiting what other meat I eat, or not having anything else unless I know the source and it is local, and it will drastically reduce my meat intake. But actually, you know what, It's good, and like sausages, pigs in blankets this year were unbelievable.
It was so good.
And so all of that sort of stuff that is just brilliant. And so, yeah, that was a nice little reflection, wasn't it? It was nice to watch back over that. Right, coming up next is, sorry, I've just got to remind myself, Rachel's nappies.
Best episode of the whole year. I know you all loved that one.
Here we go. Rachel's excited for watching this next section. So the nappies and a bit of autumn reflection. No, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just get into it. Do we have a tractor? Are reflecting on the changing seasons. I love this time of year. Got to show you a little bit and explain why we have this clip in our opening credits. So this episode we're going to just show you a little bit about reusable nappies.
In the washing machine. They're good shoes. I find it really therapeutic. It's like 10 minutes every other day where I just get to myself just stuffing my nappies.
Rachel's not had many hobbies recently. Should we put a burn on? Let's do this. We have a 3.5 kilowatt array of solar panels. We are trying to be sustainable with our home energy production. So on the outside...
Daddy, what are you doing? So, this, just more wood.
We have tried to make our own sausage rolls. Caleb, what are we doing?
Apple, that's my juice.
Other way?
This way.
Yeah, that way. In a steamer. Wow, dark, isn't it?
What are you doing, Lizzie? Yeah? There's a fridge.
See a little bit of encouragement with a push, and down it goes. Cut a little V-notch in it. Oh, satisfying, look at that. So they'll definitely stay up here at least for winter, but probably for at least 12 to 18 months. So here's the brash as well that will eventually burn or chip. But this is last year's, so you can see how much growth has already come. And then after just 6 years, you get something like this. An initiative this year called the Adventure that has gone out to 2,000 children across our island. We're really, really excited by it. Really simple. Drill, nice hole, pop it in, cover it over, done. Our fence post basher has got a beautiful viewing spot. Please do hang around for the final scene.
Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas.
There was a lot in that, wasn't there?
Was.
We kind of skipped through basically all of the last 3 months, but let's start with the nappies then.
Didn't she do a great job?
As it was a very good job. One of the most said comments back is, we really love watching Paradwys Diaries, even the nappy episode. Which is good.
Oh, it's funny.
I like that.
It's good fun.
And that, by the way, that joke about Rachel not having hobbies genuinely was off the cuff.
Oh, yeah.
And what is brilliant. Absolutely love it. Like the comedic timing in that.
I love how we have to praise ourselves as well. It's a bit of a family trait. If we've done something we feel good, we have to voice it to be like, oh, did you see I did this? Or have you seen I made these cookies? Praise me, praise me.
Dear.
No.
But yes, that was very good. And the boys, seeing the boys kind of like Caleb
taking the camera,
the wood. And
wood.
This is
the fridge.
More wood. And the boys playing as well. There's that little clip with the balloon that is probably my favourite video of the year. I was there, so it's my favourite memory of the year. But you know that kind of how now in technology we live vicariously through pictures and videos rather than our actual memories. But yeah, that as well. And the coppicing, which is still ongoing at the minute. There's like, well, they've actually finished that section now,
Doing
and
well, yeah.
it's doing great. And so that's that really keeps us busy through the winter. Like my jobs outside at the moment seem to be carrying in wood all the time. That seems to be the thing I say to you. Sorry, Rach, I've just got to nip outside. Got to bring some wood in because we're going through it so quickly at the minute, especially with a bit of a cold snap. So. Yeah, that's good. And then into Christmas, which, is only last month, but...
Do you remember all those tubes we packed?
all those tubes, 2,000 tubes. But you know what?
Amazing.
It's gone down really well. It's been brilliant. Just a great inroad into the community and just loving and sharing that, and loads of brilliant comments from people, just how the kids have loved it. So really proud of all that, really pleased, and so excited about the daffodils coming up, especially around the veg patch. I think it's going to look beautiful with the new fencing and all of that, but more of that to come in the next few weeks as we look ahead to next year and the spring, which can't come soon enough, can it?
I am really looking forward to it now.
So all of that, and then Christmas. We've had a brilliant Christmas. Caleb was so excited, and he's been so good throughout it all. And Reese has loved it, crawling around and not playing with the toys that we've bought in, but playing with the boxes and the baubles off the tree and all those sort of usual
he's really gonna miss
baby
those
things.
baubles.
It's been a brilliant few months with Paradwys Diaries, and just a brilliant year. Well, I say year, it was from May, but we've thoroughly enjoyed making all of these videos.
It's like bittersweet, isn't it? It was lovely because we live in such a beautiful place to be in lockdown, and we were very fortunate.
Yeah. And hopefully it's brightened your week each time, just seeing a little glimpse into that, our family life, the stuff that we do outside, the animals and all of that. And it feels very quiet out in the land, as I've said before at the moment, and very wet, so it's not a bad thing that we don't have too many animals, but there's just 7 sheep and chickens that are obviously all locked up because of avian flu and all that sort of stuff. So it's all a bit strange at the minute, isn't it? But
the bees are sleeping now.
And the bees, yeah. But we're really looking forward to continuing this series as we move forward. And next week on Paradwys Diaries, I'm going to share a little bit about what we sort of have planned for this coming year, what sort of stuff you can expect to see, what adventures we're going to be going on, including Belten and Shepherd's Hut and the fruit and veg and the animals, still working on the donkey and all of that sort of stuff. So I was reading up on that, but by the way, just in case we finally get the go ahead. But
we're not getting a donkey.
But there is more to come on that next week on Paradwys Diaries. But for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the last 2 weeks, reflecting back and remembering some of those. Don't forget that they are all on the Facebook page or on our YouTube channel. Do subscribe and like, and please share. Like, we think that these last 2 episodes, looking back, just highlights. Actually, we really enjoy making this, and there's some really good stuff in here, if I do say so myself. So please do share it and spread the message about Paradwys Diaries, so it can grow and become something that can really just share a bit of inspiration and hope into people's lives. But for now, we'll sign off. Okay? So, hwyl am y tro. See you next week.
Ta-da.